was one of my most viewed videos. So I figured it was time for something new. And I'm going to be doing, my full face, my normal setup that I do now. The one from 2 years ago was just from here to here, like really, really close up. But this time, now that I have a microphone, I thought I would bring that closer to me and do some ear-to-ear action as well. So I don't even know how many facts I have. I have 2 random websites that I'm going to be reading from my phone here. And some of them should be interesting, some of them should be fun. And yeah, it'll be good. So I'm going to move a little bit closer to you, and I hope that you enjoy. So, the average American will spend $119.67 on Valentine's Day this year, up from $100.89 last year. Men spend almost twice as much on Valentine's Day as women do. This year, the average man will spend $156, while the average woman will spend only $85. More than 1/3 of men would prefer not receiving a gift. Less than 20% of women feel the same way. Around this season, a dozen long-stemmed roses can cost an average of $75, or about 30% more than the normal price of $58. More than 9 million pet owners are expected to buy gifts for their pet this Valentine's Day. 15% of women send themselves flowers on Valentine's Day. Teachers receive the most Valentines, followed by kids, mothers, wives, and sweethearts. Over 50% of all Valentine's Day cards are purchased in the 6 days prior to the holiday. The oldest surviving Valentine dates from 1415. It is a poem written by Charles, Duke of Orleans, to his wife. At the time, the Duke was being held in the Tower of London following his capture at the Battle of Agincourt. 1 billion Valentines are sent each year worldwide, making it the second largest card-sending holiday of the year, behind Christmas. Women purchase approximately 85% of all Valentines. In a classic Simpsons episode, Lisa gives Ralph a Valentine with a picture of a locomotive saying, "I choose you." According to Boing Boing, I don't know what that is, a fan has lovingly recreated that card, which you can download here. Insert link. Hallmark produced its first Valentine in 1913. Today, Hallmark employs an 80-person research staff to analyze the sales of pattern of previous Valentines. That analysis, combined with more than 100,000 annual customer interviews, focus groups, and in-store observations, will help create roughly 2,000 cards in Hallmark's core Valentine's Day child slavery on many cocoa farms in the Ivory Coast. A 2002 report from the International Institute of Tropical Agriculture estimated there were 284,000 children working on cocoa farms in hazardous conditions. Okay, I'm gonna try this one. I love you in German is Ich liebe dich. That was probably really bad. Okay. The roots of St. Valentine's Day can be traced back to the Roman fertility festival of Lupercalia. On Lupercalia, a young man would draw the name of a young woman in a lottery and would then keep the woman as a sexual companion for the year. In the Middle Ages, young men and women drew names from a bowl to see who their valentines would be. They would wear these names on their sleeves for 1 week. Today, to wear your heart on your sleeve means being transparent with your affections. 3 different Saint Valentines have been mentioned by the martyrologies of the Roman Catholic Church. The Catholic Church struck St. Valentine's Day from its official calendar in 1969. Trying to find an interesting one. For every 120 single men who are in their 20s, there are 100 single women in the same age range. The story changes drastically when we look at people over 65. Beyond 65, there are 33 single men for every 100 single women of the same age range. I guess all that extra spending for Valentine's Day takes its toll. Okay, so that's it for this website. I'm gonna go over to the next one and see what we can find. Okay, let's see. The most popular theory about Valentine's Day's origin is that Emperor Claudius II didn't want Roman men to marry during wartime. Bishop Valentine went against his wishes and performed secret weddings. For this, Valentine was jailed and executed. While in jail, he wrote a note to the jailer's daughter, signing it "From your Valentine." That's a nice story. In Victorian times, it was considered bad luck to sign a Valentine's Day card. Based on retail statistics, about 3% of pet owners will give Valentine's Day gifts to their pets. About 1 billion Valentine's Day cards are exchanged each year. This makes it the second largest seasonal card sending time of the year. Some of them may be repeated. If you're single, don't despair. You can celebrate Singles Awareness Day instead. Let's go over to the next page. Meant as an alternative to Valentine's Day, the holiday is for single people to celebrate or to commiserate in their single status. And then there's a little, you're not going to be able to see it, there's a little picture here. And it says, today may be Singles Awareness Day, but chin up, tomorrow is half price candy day. Or you could pop over to Finland, where Valentine's Day is called, I'm not going to even try to pronounce that, which translates into Friends Day. It's more about remembering your buddies than your loved ones. That's nice. kiss was then kissed to show their sincerity. Girls of medieval times ate bizarre foods on St. Valentine's Day to make them dream of their future spouse. In the Middle Ages, young men and women drew names from a bowl to see who would be their Valentine. Okay, we won't read that one again. That's the whole heart on your sleeve one. In 1537, England's King Henry VII officially declared February 14th the holiday of St. Valentine's Day. Physicians of the 1800s commonly advised their patients to eat chocolate to calm their pining for lost love. Richard Cadbury produced the first box of chocolates for Valentine's Day in the late 1800s. More than 35 million heart-shaped boxes of chocolate will be sold for Valentine's Day. 73% of people who buy flowers for Valentine's Day are men, while only 27% are women. Okay, next page. This is a repeat. 15% of U.S. women send themselves flowers on Valentine's Day. Over 50% of all Valentine's Day cards are purchased 6 days prior. Okay. The red rose was the favorite flower of Venus, the Roman goddess of love. Red roses are considered the flower of love because the color stands for strong romantic feelings. Makes sense. Okay. We read those. 220,000 is the average number of wedding proposals on Valentine's Day each year. Every Valentine's Day, the Italian city of Verona, where Shakespeare's lovers Romeo and Juliet lived, receives about 1,000 letters addressed to Juliet. And there's another little picture on the bottom, and it says, "I want our romance to be like Romeo and Juliet. I will pretend to be dead, and you go kill yourself." Okay, just a few more here. The official world record for the longest marriage for a living couple belongs to Herbert and Selmira Fisher, who were married for a total of 86 years and 290 days before Mr. Fisher passed away. Talk about a marriage that lasts a lifetime. Then it says, however, there is a couple in the UK who have been married for 88 years. It's just that the marriage between the 108-year-old and his 101-year-old wife wasn't officially noted, but who's keeping score? Here's a little interesting fact. Kissing increases a person's pulse to at least 110 beats per minute. Well, people in the Philippines come together to get their hearts pumping by locking lips at a particular event called Lollapalooza. More than 5,300 couples came together in a mass kissing record attempt back in 2004. This was to beat the previous Guinness World Record of 4,445 couples held by Chile. Boy. That's a long one. Okay, let's see. It is better to have love and lost than never to have love at all. based on the love story between a weaver girl and a coward. Coward, not coward. The weaver girl was actually a celestial being. The coward, mere mortal. They fell deeply in love and had 2 children together because they were forced to part, separated by a river until the end of days. Magpies took pity on the 2 and form a bridge for them every year on the 7th day of the 7th lunar month of the Chinese calendar, reuniting the 2 and their children for a brief but special moment. Today the festival is known as the Magpie Festival, as well as the Chinese Valentine's Day. It inspired similar celebrations in Japan, Korea, and Vietnam. Celebrated on November 11th, Singles Day in China is more famously known for online shopping than it is for moping around because you don't have a partner to buy you roses. Nope, rather than wallow in self-pity, singles sit behind a computer and shop till they drop with China's version of Black Friday sales. Alright, there's one more that I'm gonna read. Valentine's Day is a day to show the people around you that you care for them. But how about this year you show the world you care? Valentine's Day, or V-Day, is an activist movement that helps raise awareness to end violence against women and girls. It started out as a benefit back in 1998 in New York, inspired by the work of Eve Ensler, the playwright and activist behind... I don't know. It got cut off. I don't know what that says. Behind something. I guess a play. I don't know. Since 2012, V-Day has been organizing major campaigns all around the world to help put a stop to gender violence, particularly on February 14th. This year it is no different.